Hello, Robin, can you hear me? So I want to make sure that my audio is coming through. Hopefully it is. Not sure if you can see the chat box, if you could maybe type yes or no or something along that line. Can you hear me now? Yes, no, maybe so. We got to make the connection some kind of way. Got to make sure that you can hear me. Are we there yet? Okay, you can hear me. All right, cool, cool, cool. So you didn't get the admin link, I don't guess. 'Cause I wanted you to be able to come up on video. Hi, daughter. I was school, daughter. Don't do that. Okay, you can hear me now. All right, cool. So you never got the admin link so you can actually log on and I could see you. I guess as an admin, I can see your video. That was the only purpose for actually doing it like that, so that we could come together and chit chat over video versus just me talking to the screen and hopefully seeing some chat. Let me find that link and I'll give it to you. That way you can come back as an admin. Let's see here. Maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. I'll give you this one. Okay. Try that link right there. That one may work for you. We had it set up for another guy that said he had an engagement with his CEO tonight. He couldn't make it. Oh, you okay? Can you go ahead and try that link? Yeah, that's why I was asking in the Facebook chat if you wanted to be an admin. That way we could see the video audio thing going on. That would work better for everybody. Because it's not a large group. It's about 8 people or so, and some of them had some engagements tonight. So we just wanted to go ahead and work with who we had that was available tonight. Okay, I just sent you another text chat. Did you see the link? Not sure if you can get it in the chat box, or do I need to email it to you?
Hey man, what's up?
What's up, Cody?
Hey man, what's going on? Can you hear me? Hey man, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hopefully you can, cause I can't hear you, buddy. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, so do you have audio?
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, if you're speaking, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
I've got Robin trying to get back on. She said the link that I sent her froze her computer, so she's trying to get back on here.
Hmm.
Let me ask you another quick. Okay, not sure about my audio, but as long as I can hear you, it's good. Well, I wanted to be able to kind of chit chat with everybody this evening. I definitely need to be able to hear you if you can make that happen. That would be awesome, man.
Can you hear me now? You hear me now?
That would be awesome.
Hmm.
Let me see where Robin's at here real quick. Let's see. Let's see if I can create a. Well, I have to have her. That's what it is. To have her email address.
Can you hear me yet? You there?
Come on out, my man. Come on out. Come on out, brother. Come on through.
Hello?
It says it is coming through on my end. Well, I can see like a picture of you and your wife, and it looks like you're talking, but I can't hear you. Do you know how to adjust the settings? There's a little, on a little gear kind of deal right by red phone at the top of the screen to set your default microphone.
Well,
Now,
what
let me
about now?
check something. Hold on. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong.
Can you hear me now? All right. I still can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah, there you
Hallelujah.
go.
What's going on, my man?
Not a whole lot, man. Just got done taking care of the baby.
Uh-oh. What kind of baby? How many babies you got, bro?
Just one. Well, he's only he's about to turn 2 months old.
About to turn 2 months old.
Yep, it's our
Okay,
first
so
one.
first one. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Congratulations. A boy or girl?
Hey, little boy.
Little boy. All right. Proud papa.
Oh yeah.
For real. Well, Robin was trying to get in, and she said that the link that she had was not allowing her to come through. It said it was locking up her computer. And then
Okay.
we had a couple of the other ones that had some work engagements. They wasn't able to make it in on tonight. But primarily what we wanted to do is to be able to try to set up a time and a date uh, that's beneficial and good for everybody. And first and foremost, that's what we were trying to accomplish. And then once we set the time and the day, whether it's a Monday or a Sunday or whatever is beneficial for everybody, then we were going to try to move forward with what it is that we all can do together as a group, so we can be accountable, man. I think that's the biggest thing we wanted to look at, where individuals can, set some goals for themselves. How long have you been a part of MLSP?
I've been in MLSP for a long time. I've been here since.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, see, I'll tell you what happened.
all right.
I didn't used to have a baby. That's what happened. And
Uh-huh.
I had a job. All I had to take care of was myself.
Right.
I had a job. So if I didn't make money, it didn't really matter. I got paid next week. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Now I got a baby, and I'm in a sticky situation, and I got to
Uh-huh.
make it work.
Now you got to make it work.
Yep.
Well, the good thing is, man, is that it can definitely work. I mean, I just got started here probably about, I don't know, 3 weeks, maybe a little over 3 weeks ago.
Uh huh.
I mean, I had seen it here for a while. I've been online for a while, probably since 2010, and just trying different things to try to make something work for the most part. And, I've had some success, made a few grand here and there. But it wasn't nothing that was, I guess what I was looking for was a diversification of the products and services that I could offer.
Right.
I know a lot of people that join MLSP, they join because of their primary multi-level marketing company.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm not in a multi-level marketing company, and I mean, I'm not saying I will never be in one, but I'm not in one right now. I
Yeah. Same here.
primarily, yeah, I primarily joined it because I wanted to be able to, for one, get the education, and for number two, to be able to have a diversification of products to offer people that were looking for solutions to their issues, generating leads, training, whatever the case is. So I wanted to do something like that, and and I was very fortunate, I guess, to come across MLSP when I did, because I got to the point where this company this company, or these, I guess I'd call it an affiliate product that I've been representing. It's been good for me. Don't get me wrong. I've made some money with it, but it was like the only thing that I had to offer. So when I came across MLSP, it kind of gave me, more choices, more options to share with people, things that I think they will definitely need. Plus the training is some good stuff, man. Some good
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Training top notch. Yeah, I went to. I hit the leaderboards a couple of times. I mean, my goal was to make $500 a month, and
Yeah,
uh, the thing is, I didn't create any bigger goals because I hit that same goal about 5 times now. And the last
yeah,
time, I hit $500 a month, couldn't go forward, so I kind of just went back to zero. And the last time I wanted to hit $500 a month, I hit it. It took me 7 days to hit it. So I mean, that's an easy goal there.
yeah,
So now my short term goal is to hit 2,000 a month by November, because I hit $500 a month in 7 days, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I just now got back in MLSP because I went to Ray Higdon had an event in June in Florida. I went to
uh-huh,
that, hung out with Ray and Hoverson and all them, and then
right,
also at the same time I hired Mark Harbert as a mentor.
hmm,
So and we just got done with that, and I literally went broke getting to Florida and having a mentor. So I just got my money caught back up on that.
yeah. So
So
you've been around the block, man. Mark Harbert, Mark Hoverson. So you've been kind of hanging tight with some top notch people, man.
yeah, man, I even got drunk with Rob Ford one time.
Rob Ford, yeah, I bought a couple of his products here. I guess it's about a week or so ago. One of them posted on Purpose for Profits, and the other one was what was the other one?
Predatory,
It wasn't
Predatory SEO,
Predatory. It was the
audience builder.
Audience Builder Pro. That's what it
Yeah,
was. Yep.
I just got my vlog set back up tonight. It's
Uh-huh.
not. I don't have a banner for it. I don't have a theme set up, but I wanted to go ahead and get it because uh, just going forward. Because really, since we had a baby, I have like 45 minutes a night to work on it.
Right.
And well, I mean, and right now I could be working on it, but so probably tomorrow or from now I have about 45 minutes. Cause see, it's a sticky situation because he's staying at my dad's house with my wife, and I'm staying at my house because we have dogs. We can't have them over there.
I
So
see.
yeah, so we're trying to hurry up and get out of this, and
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming, or I would have planned ahead, but you
Right.
know how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, definitely, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And
Yeah,
again, that's a huge motivator right there, bro. To know you got a 2 month old baby that's dependent on you, and little wife that probably wanna stay home with him and raise him and that kind of stuff, man. So that's a huge push.
yep.
Yeah. So with me,
How many
man, go ahead.
how many kids you got?
I have 5 kids, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a young man.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm 28 now.
Oh yeah, you're a spring chicken. You're a baby. You're a baby. You're just getting started. I've got a son that is 26 years old, man.
Oh man.
Yep, yep, sure do. We have 5 kids and I have 5 grandkids.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 4 girls and 1 little boy. So yeah, and of course my wife, my baby daughter, she just come in from school. This is her first day of college, so uh, that's the last one. So I have some go. I work a job just like most people that work a home business, and I've been on the job for it's as old as you are, man, since 1986. That's when you was born.
Yep.
That's how long I've been on this job for 28 years. This
What do you do?
coming, I'm a production supervisor, safety manager, environment. I just gotta wear so many different hats. Uh, I hadn't always done that, but that's kind of what I've been doing the last probably 8 to 10 years since yeah, about 8 to 10 years I've been doing that. It's a good job, don't get me wrong, it pays extremely well, but I'm all about leverage. I'm all about multiple streams of income. I'm all about entrepreneurism, things of that nature, and I want to be able to enjoy my life a little more than what I'm enjoying now.
Right.
So that's why, I've always been a part of the home business industry for the most part, and I've always wanted to be my own boss and call my own shots, and kind of plan my own day the way I want it to go. So that's what pushes me. That's what motivates me. That's what drives me, and I think I found the right training and the right platform to help me get to that place.
Right.
So, and that's one of the reasons why. I mean, I understand the power of the group, the mastermind, the accountability issues, things of that. I understand all that stuff, and I know how it can actually help people. I know there's a lot of different people in MLSP, and I think, as a matter of fact, I was chit chatting with Aurora Jones. She actually wanted to
Yeah.
become a partner. I think she has a group herself, which who knows, we may end up, jumping in that group. I don't know. I think she said it was like 160 people in that
Hmm.
group. I just thought that was a lot of people for an accountability group. I mean, I don't see how that would work, but either way, she said that's what they have. But I just kind of had the idea of having like a little small, group to where we could kind of keep each other accountable for doing certain things on a weekly basis, and everybody's got certain goals they want to hit and set those goals, and we come back and chit chat with each other about how close we got to them and whether or not we were able to do that. So that was the whole
Yeah.
goal of
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. I know some people. I've like I said, been online for a few years, so I understand lead generation. But my biggest lead generation strategy before I came into MLSP was solo ads. And
Yeah. Me too.
you too?
Yep.
Yes.
That's why I keep hitting the leaderboards with.
There you go. There you go. But the thing with me, I guess you can help me with this. I guess I'm glad you said that. The thing with me is that when you do solo ads, a lot of the solo ad providers, those guys are into the make money online niche or affiliate marketing, things of that nature. How responsive are they from your experience?
It depends on where you get them from. I have two. Out of all the ones that I've used, and that's going to be on my free giveaways pretty soon, is a couple of different providers because out of all the ones I used, I have two right now. One of them is 275 bucks, but they're super responsive.
Hmm.
And then I have another one that I just used. It was like 175 or something like that for 200 clicks.
Hmm.
He was I didn't get as many leads, but I got 27 leads out of 200 clicks, but 20 of them gave me phone numbers.
Oh, so you asking for phone numbers too?
Yeah, I was just testing it out because the leads. I mean, because it wasn't that high of a cost. So, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And and he's a pretty cool guy too. He'll work with you. I mean, I could send you a link to him if you want me to, or you could.
What's his name?
Bob Beckett.
No, I've never used Bob.
If you get with him on Facebook, just type in Bob Beckett. He's got a fan page. If you get with him on his personal profile,
Hmm.
I mean, he'll chat with you. And if you order leads tomorrow night, he'll start sending you traffic tomorrow night.
So
Uh,
when you do your solo ads, are you using the tracking system inside of MLSP, or do you have your own tracking software?
Now I use the one inside of MLSP, but pretty soon I'm going to start doing my own co-ops. And
Right?
when I do that, I'm going to start using a different tracking so I can take care of
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Because my concern from that standpoint is because I've been using this tracking program. Actually, I had one created for myself. I actually have my own little product, but I've yet to sell it or let anybody use it yet. And I also used a service called Click Magic.
Okay.
Uh, and what it does, it basically allow you to do is every click that they send to you, you can actually see where the click originated from, the URL that they clicked on, and the country they come from, and whether or not it was like a tier one, tier two, or tier three country. That way, you know the quality of the traffic that you got going to your page versus just okay, I got 100 clicks or 200 clicks, but I don't know where they come from. They could have all been from India for all I know.
Right.
So that's the downside of solo ads when you don't know exactly uh, what quality of the traffic or the countries that they're coming from. That's been my
Right.
experience. When I started out with this system that I'm a part of, they have a tracking system inside of their what is it Infusionsoft back office. They use that platform for tracking the sales and
Hmm.
opt-ins and things of that nature. And all it does is it tracks clicks, total clicks. It doesn't track unique clicks. So I can I can know how many clicks I get from the solo ad, but I don't know whether or not the conversion number is right as far as the opt-ins, and I don't know where the quality of the traffic is coming from. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to jump over there and get that little tracking system to kind of pinpoint exactly where the traffic was coming from.
Yeah.
Because when you're spending money, man, it's very critical to know where your traffic is coming from for sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And you can set up your own custom tracking in MLSP if you want to, but if you're going to do something like solo or co-ops, you definitely want to have a third party. And I'm kind of gearing more towards Facebook ads now because Facebook ads are just crazy. People are getting crazy results from them, and the cool thing is that every time it changes, it forces a lot of people out of the game because they don't know what to do. But the people in MLSP figure it out pretty quick.
That's what I was thinking, man. Because I was like, okay, I know, and that's the other thing. I mean, MLSP has been around for a while, right? And
Yeah.
I didn't see a whole lot of training on solo ads in the back office there. Is that the reason being that not a whole lot of people utilize that strategy, or what's going on there?
Well, Deegan Smith, have you heard of him?
Who?
Deegan Smith.
Yeah, uh-huh.
He's the solo ad guy, even for MLSP. That's where we learn our stuff. But
But I didn't see any of his trainings in the back office there. Not unless it's not under solo ads. Maybe I need to search Dagan Smith.
well, it might not be. I'm not quite sure. But
Okay.
if you go to Daniel Smith, I mean, he don't really talk about solo ads in general. Most of his stuff is talking about. I mean, he talks about conversions, and he don't actually talk about where to get solo ads from, and he won't teach you how to get them. He'll teach you how to find them. But
Yeah.
so I mean, it's kind of what you already know, and you end up paying $300 to find out mostly what you already know. So, but still, I mean, the cool thing about solo ads is since we know who our top providers are, we can give that away as a free giveaway, and also plan on doing co-ops. You could also do co-ops with Facebook ads when we figure those out.
So have you started the Facebook ads yet?
I was getting on it today. I made a video for a video Facebook ad, but
Yeah.
Mark Harbert, we had to do a free giveaway inside inside the mentor thing, and that was my free giveaway. And he said he loves it, and he changed it up a little bit, but he said it was good.
So how does this mentoring thing work?
It was three months. We had to pay $200 a month, which was so $600 total. And every week we would get together. Maybe the first month and a half we talked about, maybe the first 2 months, I ain't quite sure. We talked about mindset because that's 90% of the
Oh,
game.
absolutely, absolutely.
Then after that we talked about a little about Facebook, so what he's doing on Facebook,
Hmm.
and we talked to Lisa Grossman. She's a big person in network marketing. She came on and we had a coaching call with her, and that was pretty cool too because a lot of people that had to pay for that her training, we got it for free just
Y'all got
for
it.
being part of it.
Right.
And it's pretty cool. And also the cool thing about that, one of the reasons I want to pay for it is because later on when I do figure this out, when I want to start my own mentor program, then I will kind of know where to start.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, I've thought about the Facebook thing as well before, but my thing was, like you say, I mean, they changed their rules. It's about like Google with the SEO stuff. I mean, it changes all the time. You just have to, stay on top of it. But like you say, MLSP stays on top of it, and everybody in here gets the most current, up-to-date training on that. So that's pretty cool from that perspective as well. My thing is, uh, because it was another guy. Matter of fact, is one of the other mentors that I've been kind of working with over the last few months. It's how easy is it to get your ads approved through Facebook?
You can't talk about home business. If you want to, like, say you want to do MLSP, the what I would do, which it would be better to do anyway, because especially Empower Network. Remember when there was so many Facebook ads about Empower Network?
Mm-hmm.
There was so many people promoting it that you saw it so much that you basically knew to avoid it. I mean, you didn't even see it anymore, even though it was up. And it's the same thing if everybody promotes the same Facebook ad on MLSP. So if you have your own, it don't matter what it is. If it's a solo ad or if you get your first couple signups with Facebook, if you do it and make a capture page with it and use that as a giveaway, then that's your leads, and nobody else has got that because you're the one that did it.
I see.
So I wouldn't use the actual MLSP capture page.
Okay, so you did a custom capture page.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you can do that in MLSP with your custom funnel. But
Yeah.
what I'm doing, there's a $7 ebook or a $7 like a profit system inside of MLSP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing that, but I made my own video and I'm making my own capture page. But it's going to go to that training, but it's just going to be my own capture page and everything. So it kind of looks like it's mine.
So the capture page you're creating it's got a video on the front, or you just using copy, text copy?
Now I'm gonna use text copy, but my Facebook ads is gonna be video. It's gonna be about a minute long. Just kind of tell them it's the one on the training on getting prospects to buy.
Okay,
I,
yeah, yeah, $7.
yeah. So inside of in the video, I just talk about uh, how I used to have a problem getting traffic, and I learned how to get traffic. And then
Uh,
I figured out traffic's everywhere. The problem is getting those prospects to buy, and then I kind
right.
of go on to that.
That's
So when they
pretty
click on
cool, man.
the
Yeah, yeah. There you go. You working it.
yeah, there's another training I go to too. If you get a chance tonight, look up digital marketer. Have you ever seen that?
Digital marketer. No, I haven't.
It talks a lot about conversions, like funnel conversions. That guy makes like $2 million a month. I mean a year. But you know, he makes all kinds of money. So I learned a lot from him too, and bring it back to MLSP. I use MLSP basically for learning how to get traffic, and basically I use that guy to learn how to do conversions. And also, what he talks about is it don't matter if you sell something for $1. The whole point is to get them to buy something, because the chances of them buying again are now 100% better than they were before.
It's what Brian talks about, that buy bait. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I went through the copyright mastery course here. The last it lasted probably for about 3 months. I mean, that to me was the best investment I ever made online. Seriously,
yeah,
that copyright mastery really did something very special for me in my business. And that's one of the things he talks about in in that course, is having a low cost, uh, high quality, high value buy bait product. $7, $10, something along those lines.
right. Uh, Yep. So basically, what he does, and I've been watching the way his funnel works, and he taught a training on basically how he does funnels, but he'll have one where he just gets you into his gets you to become a lead, and the first one he sends you, it basically just talks about him. It just gets you to know who he is. He don't sell you anything. And the second
Hmm.
one and the third one, second one he'll try to sell you something. The third one will send you content, and he don't send you anything on the fourth day. But day 6 and 7, he'll kind of switch it up. But it's kind of like a scarcity. I'm done talking to you about this. If you don't want to buy it, that's your own loss. But then on the next day, he'll send you a whole new campaign. You sign into a different email list. But it sends you through, little. It's like little mini funnels to
I
get
see.
you just to get you to move around. And so it's different products, upsells, downsells. $7 here, $37. Then later on, $500. If you don't buy, you'll end up going back to a $7. So if he can't sell you a $500 program or a $37 program, he'll keep selling you these little $7, because everybody's always got $7 to spend.
So, okay, I see what you're saying. So what autoresponder service is he using? Infusionsoft?
Yeah, but you can do the same thing in Aweber, because uh, anytime that, like, if you're already a lead inside, like if I'm a lead in your funnel,
Right?
and you send me to a brand new funnel, but it's still with your Aweber account, Aweber will
Mhm.
know that I'm an old lead, and it won't send me that first email that'll teach me about you.
Oh,
It'll
really?
send you. Yeah, so
Oh,
basically it knows if I'm a.
yeah. So you opting back in into another page?
Yeah, it's a whole new page, whole new fun. It's a mini funnel, but Aweber knows that I'm an old lead and not a new
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so when he sends you to another link and you click on the link, it takes you to a capture page that you opt into.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
yeah,
start.
yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of being like most people that create like these a funnel that goes on for a year, he'll
Yeah.
create a funnel that goes on for 7 days, and a
He
whole new
created.
funnel that goes on for 7 days, and you just go through these little bitty funnels, and it's kind of a way to move you around and get you to different upsells and downsells.
I got you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think a lot of people use Infusionsoft, which is high dollar to use, and just basically it figures out what it is that you're doing when you're in the follow up series. If you click on a certain link, then it's only going to send you certain things. If you don't click on a link, then it don't send you certain things. So it's kind of a smart way of doing the follow up. With Aweber, and I use Aweber as well, is that you have to either personally move the person over to another list or send them to another link where they opt into another capture page so that they can get another follow up series with another offer.
Yeah, yeah. Either way it works. Which I mean, the way I see it is, if you provide like, some Joe Schmo sent me stuff like that, I'd be like, what in the world is this guy doing? But if Ray Higdon sent me to something new, I know who Ray Higdon is. He's always giving value. So as long as you keep giving that value, but what he does is you sign into it, and the first time you sign into it, he sends you content, nothing to buy, just
Right.
content.
Right.
So that way it's not really like, it don't really look like bait. It's just you know, he's teaching you something in the process.
Yeah, so you definitely need to know what your target market is, so you can be providing the right content to them. Because you're right. I mean, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people's open rates are going down the tooth for the most part, because it's offer after offer after offer. It's pitch, 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 and no value, no content.
Yeah.
No solution for the potential prospect or customer. You're giving nothing but a pitch fest.
Yep. And another thing that I've learned that he does too is he'll track me on Facebook. You know, retargeting.
Right?
Every time I click into something new, about a week later, I'll see an ad on Facebook that's his. So
Hmm.
if I'm not opening an email, then chances are that I'll go to Facebook and click on it and go in the email there.
Yeah, so I haven't seen anything in. I'm familiar with retargeting. Matter of fact, I went through a traffic course here a few months back that was actually offered through Empower, but it was another guy that was offering it.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I know
Vic
who you're talking about.
Strizus or something like that.
Yeah, I know that. Nah.
Internet traffic formula is what it was. I did that course for about I don't know, a month to 6 weeks, something like that. And it was a really good course, and it teaches a lot of things about traffic. And if you got the funds to utilize those platforms, that's definitely a way to go. And that's something. Some of those things, some of those strategies, I will tackle and take on, but I don't want to like overwhelm myself and get involved in so many different strategies. That's why I wanted to go. Uh, I did the solo ads. I know how to do solo ads. I know how to generate leads with them. Uh, but my concern with MLSP is that it was, from what I gathered, it was built by multi-level marketers. Todd and Brian and Norbert. Those guys have an MLL background, a foundation. So a lot of the things I see inside of MLSP is geared around people who are part of multi-level marketing. I do see that they are bringing some new products in that'll help people outside of the MLM world, but a lot of, especially from the follow-up systems follow-up emails that I've seen, those follow-up emails are basically geared around people that are in MLM or network
Yeah,
marketing.
they're changing that whole thing up.
Right.
We could Mark is a part of the MMT. They talk about everything that goes on before MLSP does it. And
Right.
since I was in a mentor program and I was hanging out with him in Florida, uh, he told me that they're changing it up. So it's not really geared towards MLM anymore. So
Yeah, I heard one of the webinars where Brian was talking about uh, getting away from the what do you call it? What do you call your team? Yeah, the
yeah,
team uh, lingo or whatever, and they're going
yeah,
to go toward more or less referrer or something like that, because they're going to open it up to a lot more markets other than the MLM world, which is
yeah. So
cool. And hopefully they'll start to change some of the follow up, emails to reflect a training or lead generation company or something along that line, to where people could kind of like really gravitate toward it. So I think it's headed in the right direction. But from what I've seen so far, it seemed like it was all multi-level stuff that they were following up with and get people to buy into. Which, I mean, it still works. Don't get me wrong. I mean, people that are part of MLM still need something like this. But I think if they want to approach it from a broader perspective, they needed to go the route that they're taking. I think they're
yeah,
going to be. My plan is to go to the Live the Dream here next month in August. So I'll get in September, so I get a better feel for what the company is all about, what the owners are all about, and the direction, the vision that they're trying to take it. So I could kind of get more involved into it. I mean, I'm pretty serious about it, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to to tap into this accountability thing, so we could all help each other reach our goals a lot quicker, faster, that kind of stuff.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool, man. Because from what I heard is the whole MLM is gone, and so basically, if you wanted to target realtors, you could do
Yep.
that, and MLSP wouldn't interfere with that. And I mean, from what Mark was telling me, if you wanted to sell boat motors and use MLSP as a lead generation platform, you could do that. Yeah, and so it don't matter what you want to sell.
So a lot of the training will probably start to change, where it wouldn't talk about a lot of the things that they talk about.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's cool. That's
yeah,
real cool.
and the way I was thinking about doing mine anyway is I kind of not really worried about MLM. You know, I'm not in MLM, and a lot of
Right.
people, I kind of don't really care about MLM.
Hmm.
But so I was thinking about just not doing the whole thing anyway. You know, the autoresponder. What I was thinking about doing is just going on my own and kind of winging it. Because like if I wanted to on Sunday, I could set up autoresponder that'll make it look like I've been there every day.
Yeah.
You know, Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
and so that way, like on a morning wake up call, I'm always on some kind of training and learning something, and especially when I'm at work, I'm always thinking of something. So
Yeah.
you know, I can come up with something right then, and you know, just put a blog comment or a blog up and just kind of talk about it, because that's what Ray Higdon does, and he don't even sell anything. You know, if you wanted to sign up with Ray Higdon, you actually have to get up with Ray on Facebook. You couldn't do it through his blog.
Really.
Yeah, cause the way his is, if like let's say I wanted to send somebody to Ray Higdon's website, I could
Hmm.
send them to it, and they couldn't sign up with Ray. They'd have to come back to me.
Oh, that's the way he set it up.
Yeah, because he did actually try to sign some. He's sent people stuff through an email, and he didn't know that people were sending other people to his site. So
Right.
somebody sent him an email and said, "Hey man, what's up with that? It's kind of crappy how you tried to sell my prospect something after I sent them to your website."
I
So he
see.
changed it because he didn't know that people were sending them to his website.
I see.
But that's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
cool to me.
yeah,
That,
it's pretty cool, and that's integrity too, man. That means a lot, especially with people trying to get started and they know they hear the big names or what have you, and they want to jump out there and search them down and hunt them down and join their team because they think they get special treatment or whatever. Or special training or special whatever, and it happens. It happens more. Matter of fact, I think I seen something inside of MLSP where I think a lot of people, a lot of the leaders that made the products and things of that nature, uh, before they made this change here a few months ago, if they had a webinar going on and they were selling a product, people inside of MLSP could basically go to that person's website or go to that person's link and join through them, even though they joined MLSP through somebody else.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They could actually buy the product through somebody else, even though they were referred, by another individual, and they just kind of felt like that wasn't the right approach, and they wanted to fix that. And from what I see now, anything that you buy inside of MLSP on the back office is you're going to be tagged to the person that referred you. So that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
That makes it cool for us too. Cause I thought about it. If you made like say if you made a group on Facebook, I didn't
Yeah.
even mean to figure this out. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Uh, but if you make a group in Facebook, like say you wanted to teach people how to do Facebook, and you made a group, so you had all these little like say you had like 60 people in a group. If
Right.
you wanted to, you could go to a webinar and right click on it and get the embed code, just like on a YouTube video. You get
Right.
embedded inside the group. So that all them people in the group, if they went to the group, they'd be watching your video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So think about this. So if we're tagged to each other, if we're like say I'm tagged to you, I
Hmm.
can't go to Mark Hubbard and sign up. But if Mark Hubbard does a webinar outside of MLSP, I can send
Hmm.
somebody to it in a group, and they can watch his webinar, and I can put the link under it, my link under it. They can sign up through my link, even though they watch his webinar.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I didn't even mean to figure that out. I just accidentally right clicked on the video and said get embed code.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see exactly what you're doing. Absolutely. That'll work. That will work. So are
But
you
yeah,
come? Are you? Go ahead.
yeah, I was about to tell you, man. Like me and my wife, we want to change the world, man. Cause we're stuck in this crappy situation.
Yeah.
We we started up when we do start making it, probably around Christmas time every year.
Hmm.
We're gonna have this little, like a little, maybe a $15 training, and invite people to do stuff. And it
Hmm.
basically comes from what I figured out the whole year. Um, you know, because every year it changes. What I figured out the whole year, and in terms of marketing, that has growing my business, I'm gonna
Yeah.
teach it for $15, and it'll get those people on my list, but those proceeds will go to somebody else just in a crappy situation, like a family needing a house.
Wow,
Or
there you go. That's awesome, man.
so that's our goal, is to hit that. I mean, because I could easily just go out and get a better job, but I
Hmm.
can't do that with a job.
Right. Well, that's why we're entrepreneurs, man, and I think that's what's so many people. I don't know. It's amazing how things come about and how people get connected together and things of that nature, because we all have the same mindset, we all have the same spirit, we all have the same drive, some motivation, inspiration. It's we're just driven people, and we try to figure out ways to make things happen. And I think the biggest thing is we're not looking at it from our perspective, but we look at it for what we can do for other people, how we can put somebody else in a better position. Because I think at the end of the day, you can only have so many houses and so many cars and so much money. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah,
some point, you got to think beyond yourself and think about what it is you can do for somebody else. And
yeah, that's true.
that's what entrepreneurs do. They figure out. So I think about Walt Disney and what he done, what he accomplished. I mean, billions of dollars running through Disney World pretty much on a annual basis. But it wasn't about him. It wasn't about his family. It was about what he was able to do for somebody else's family. So those type of people inspire me, and that's what gets me up from day to day, keep me doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think about the same thing. Like Martin Luther King. I mean, people didn't like when you think about your family. Like 90% of my dream still is our family.
Right.
But what it is just Martin Luther King. People didn't understand what he saw, and
Uh,
same thing here. People don't understand that I want to. We want to change stuff for other people. All they see is us trying to be greedy.
yeah. Yeah.
And like my family, the whole thing for me is if you're not out swinging a hammer, you're not working.
Yeah. And
So
that's an employee mindset. And I've said it. Oh, matter of fact, I think I did a blog post here not too long ago. Matter of fact, yeah, I was talking about the mind of a marketer, and basically talking about people who have an employee mindset, because we've all been in that boat. Matter of fact, I'm still an employee, but my mindset is not that of an employee. I've kind of moved beyond that, and I think that's where it starts at. Like you said, it's 90% of the battle, the mindset. Once you get the mindset right, all the other things on the outside begin to come towards you, because now you understand what it is you want. It starts inside of you. It's not anything out here. I had to remember. I had to remind myself of the companies that I've been a part of, whatever the MLM company in times past, another affiliate marketing company, whatever. I had to remind myself it wasn't about those products, it wasn't about those services, it wasn't about the opportunity, but it was about how I've changed as an individual, as a person. The biggest thing that a person has to go through in any, especially as an entrepreneur, a home business owner, is personal growth. And that's what a lot of people run from. They don't realize that when they run across an obstacle, they run across a situation where they think that they're not able to get over it. That it's not the obstacle that they can't get over; it's the obstacle inside of them that's telling them that they can't do a certain thing. I mean, I think belief goes a long way. I mean, faith goes a long way. Dream, vision, all those things go a long way when you're doing the home business thing or the entrepreneurial thing, entrepreneurship thing. It just goes a long way. You got to believe in what it is that you're doing. You got to have a passion for what it is you're doing. I think with us, I mean, we want to educate people. We want to empower people. We want to change people's lives. We want to give people a different perspective on life, a different hope. And that's the beautiful thing about what we do, man. It's not a selfish thing. It's not a, oh, I want to make $1 gazillion in a year or whatever. It's what we can do to help better. Of course, yeah, our personal families, I get that, but it's only so much you can do for your family. Once they're taken care of, then what?
yeah, yeah. I was just talking about this girl 2 days ago, and she what she did for to get signups or to try to get signups is she was posting links in groups on Facebook. You know how that goes. But
Yeah.
basically, how I told her is I can see right now that you're not thinking big enough. And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "What is your goal?" She said, "I want to quit my job." I said, "Why do you want to quit your job?" She said, she thought about it. I said, "The reason you want to, well, the reason I want to quit my job, I want to watch my son grow up. I don't want to sit at work and wonder what he's doing. I want to see him." and I told her basically what I told you about. I want to change stuff,
Right.
and but thinking like that is basically employee mindset. And I told her that, like, the thing I use is like if you had a 50 gallon a drum, you know, the blue drums, and you had a whole bunch of fish in it. If you put a piece of shrimp at the bottom of it, competition down there is fierce. You know, it's no one fish is really going to get it. It's just going to come out of luck. But if
Hmm.
you put it right on top of the water, there ain't that many fish up there. It's going to be easy for one that's on top of the water to get. And
Right.
so entrepreneur mindset is kind of at the top of that barrel. Uh, After people actually see your dreams, you actually live on top of the barrel now instead of you know, at the bottom where it's fierce, because it's really hard to get a job too. And you know, that mindset is really fierce. Makes
Yes,
sense.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. But I mean, we're few and far between, far between, and that's why I think that there's so many people that have jobs. I mean, I think about me, my daughter. Like I said, my daughter just had her first day of uh, a university today. But I think about the job market she's got to go into here in the next couple of years or so, and the competition she's going to have, and the frustration she's going to deal with, and the years of working as an employee, things of that nature. And hopefully at some point she'll get to the mindset that she want to do something different. She wants to become a business owner or whatever, and launch out and do her own thing. But you don't know these things when you're young, but the more experience you get in the real world, so to speak, the more you realize that you definitely need to do something for yourself because in an economy that we're in today, in this day and age, and all the things that we see go down, people losing jobs, downsizing, the whole nine. You've got to take your life into your own hands, man, and make something happen for yourself. You just got to do it. And the
Hmm.
good thing about it is, I mean, it's good to have a job in the process and just do this on a part-time basis, even if it's a couple of hours a day or whatever. At least you're doing something to move yourself forward in your business. So that's what I think about. And yeah, it's hard work. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but you have to be consistent with it. You got to make sure that you're going after your goals on a daily basis, and eventually it'll come to pass. It'll happen, but you got to be consistent. I've heard time and time again, quitters never win and winners never quit.
Yep.
Just you just can't quit. You got to keep on moving.
Yep. Well, I was in that mentor program with Mark. He made us read a book every week. Well, not read it, but we had to go to on Audible and listen to it every week.
Yeah.
And on Audible, you know, you can listen to a book in a day, solid. And I wouldn't really have nothing to do, nothing to listen to, because I got used to listening to stuff. I just listen to the same book over and over again until the next week we got a new book to read. So,
Hmm.
but it's pretty cool. It's kind of like I fed my brain so much mindset from different people, and not only that, I was hanging out with basically billionaires or millionaires at in Florida. So when our baby was born, I took about a week off, and I was sitting at home, and going through all this mindset stuff,
Hmm.
and it was like a Saturday. I woke up, and I didn't have to go to work, and I started to because before I felt like I didn't belong in a marketing place because I couldn't really get stuff to work, and so now I kind of feel like I don't belong at a job. I belong here just and it's pretty cool. I feel like an outcast over there, and right here, people are starting to know my name, and it's pretty cool.
That is cool, man. And that's what I mean. I'm telling you, every day I go to work, I'm thinking, man, you know what I could be doing right now?
Yep.
I mean, I could be making a video, I could be doing a blog post, I could be doing keyword research, I could be doing something to move my business forward, man. And that's what I think about. I mean, matter of fact, I take my iPad to work, and I'm on there every now and then, in between, my personal job responsibilities, checking things out, checking on my clicks and things of that nature, checking leads. So yeah, that's the way we do, man. That's our mindset. The thing is once that mind expands like that, it doesn't retract. It doesn't go back to normal.
You can't unlearn anything.
No, sir.
And
No,
it's pretty
sir.
cool too. You get on these hangouts and start talking to people. You figure out that you know stuff that you didn't know that you knew because it just comes from somewhere in your mind when you're talking about it.
That's that subconscious kicking in, man. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
It's being embedded in that subconscious. Well, the thing is that the more you're around, we're around each other. We're around the training. We're around the webinars and the leaders and and the guys who are making and the girls that are making it happen, the more you begin to realize how much you know a whole lot more than you think you know. I mean, I was
Right.
telling somebody the other day. I mean, even if you a week ahead of somebody that just come online, you know a little bit more than the next person. So never devalue what it is that you have to offer.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, that's the thing is people don't think. Well, Uh, I didn't think I had anything to offer, and then I got in a kind of like another little mindset group with some people, and one of them ended up quitting, and she was a person that started the group,
Yeah,
and we started talking about SEO and paid advertising,
yeah,
and I knew a little bit about SEO, and I knew more than she did, so I figured out right then that I knew I had something to offer, and when it came to paid advertising, that's like what I love to do because SEO, it'll take me 6 months for it really catch traction.
yeah.
Paid advertising, I could put up a Facebook ad right now and start getting leads tomorrow, and
That's
so that's
right.
just what I love to do.
That's right. And the good thing about that, and that's why I was a little leery. I mean, I hadn't really had any sales per se in MLSP, because I was trying to get a feel for what was offering. I mean, the mastery program is cool. You know, the profit products and things of that nature. All those things are great. But I was just trying to figure out on the back end, once somebody opts in, what they're going to be exposed to, and a lot of it was things that were relating to people in the network marketing. So yeah, I believe paid advertising is going to be quick, fast, but I wanted to see something that actually converted, and I need if it converts, then you can scale up.
Yeah,
So that's what I was kind of looking for.
yeah, that's the way I see those like the $7 products and stuff like that. The way
Yeah,
I see those is, if you spend $10 to get a sale and you're selling it for $7, or or maybe if you spend $5 to get a sale, you made $2. So
right.
it's the little $7. You don't care about the $7, but it's just a way to break even. And the sale after that, if you set your cell phone up, if you set it up the right way too, you can sell a $7 product, and after the sale happens, it'll send it right into another sale, which is an upsell, which can be a $37 if you wanted to. So and
Right.
I figured there'd probably be about maybe a 10% conversion, but so if you sell like, let's say you sell 100 of them, I mean, and you get that's 10 more that you'll sell at $37 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean the whole name of the game is as long as you're coming out on top and you're not spending more than you're making. It's all about the return on investment. So you may start out with a $7 product, but you end up getting those multiple upsells during the process. So you're going to come out ahead. But it's the name of the game is making sure that there was a funnel that was converting. You get them in
Yep.
with a $7 product, something low cost, something that they need. It's going to help solve a problem that they have in their life. But at the same time, there may be some other products that's relative to what it is that they needed to do, what they needed actually to have in order to accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. I guess I'm trying to say complementary products that go along with what they were trying to get that could help them further in
Yeah.
their business. So that's definitely going to increase your return on investment as well.
All right. Yep. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna get personal on it too. I mean, that was one of the things that I don't remember who does it, but somebody was telling me that he'll just send out a random email. Hey, text me and let's talk, and it'll just start getting people texting him, and it'll be it's cool that nobody on my that I get emails from does that. Nobody at all. But as soon as somebody does it, they'll have a lot of traction. You know what I mean?
That's pretty. Yeah, text me and let's talk.
Just a random text, or just a random email, text me, and he'll start getting people texting him. I mean, he won't talk about business or nothing. He'll just start talking to them. But I mean, it's crazy that if you think about it, if you get 100 emails a day, and one of them says text me, and you text the guy, you're gonna start paying more attention to that email coming in.
Yeah, he's creating engagement is what he's doing. He's creating engagement.
Yeah, and it just nobody does it.
Nobody does it. I've never heard of that.
Me
You know,
either. He just told me about it. He said just people started texting me, hey man, I can't believe I can text you, because somebody with a lot of money like that, you just don't expect to be texting them on the phone.
Yeah. Well, people who have a lot of money figure out ways to reach people, and that's one way to reach people. You got to always be innovative and creative in your marketing, and you got to be thinking outside the box because everybody else, send those automated, autoresponder messages. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody does a random broadcast, on a Sunday evening or whatever, and just say, "Hey, text me, let's talk," or whatever, that's a little different. That's thinking outside the box. You
Yep.
know. Just watch the Cowboys lose to the Dolphins or whatever the case is, and hey, man, I just wanted to chit chat with somebody. Text me, let's talk right quick. You
Yeah.
know, you know what I'm saying? Just something like that.
But, I mean, that could be one too right there because that's my team is the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Mine too.
hey man, I tell you what's a bad idea. I went to I went to Texas to an event, and the last day I wore a Texas a Tony Romo jersey. Came back to the North Carolina airport. They checked me for no reason.
That's because you had that Cowboys jersey on, man.
Yep. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, man. The guy that is the star receiver there with the Cowboys, Dez Bryant.
Uh huh.
He's from my hometown.
Where do you live?
I live in Lufkin, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I live in Wilmington, North Carolina. Have you heard of that?
Wilmington, I have, yeah.
Yeah, it's right on the coast.
Yeah, yeah, we started watching Dez. He was a sophomore when he first started playing varsity football around here. And that boy he was a beast then and he's a beast now. He's just gotten better and better over the years.
You know, the year I graduated, we probably had about 3 people that could have made it to the NFL. One
Yeah.
of them, I don't know what happened to one of them. I think he died. Another one got on drugs, and that's what
Wow.
got him. But
Wow.
another one, he's on the Lions, but he's sits on the sidelines all the time. You don't actually see him.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Terrell Owens. If you throw him a pass that's perfect, he won't catch it. But if you throw him a pass where he's got to jump 10 feet in the air, he'll catch it every time.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I don't know, T.O. He was something.
I mean, he was fun to watch though, because you
Yeah.
never know if he was going to catch it. But I mean, if it was a crazy catch that nobody would ever catch, he would catch it.
Well, one thing about him, man, he was a passionate, and that's what you got to have. And I guess in anything you do, you be passionate about your craft, your skill, your career, whatever. You just got to be passionate. It's just like us in our little world, man. I love doing this, man. I love creating things. I love being able to put something out that can help somebody. It's just, I mean, this was like. Some people say, well, blogging doesn't work. Blogging doesn't work. It takes a long time to, make blogging work or whatever. I've been blogging for a while. I mean, I don't like do it on a daily basis, but I've been having my blog up since probably 2010, I believe it was. So about 4 years ago. When I first started out doing it, I wasn't really doing it, I guess, the right way. I think the whole name of the game was because I got a hold of Mike Dillard's magnetic sponsoring deal. Now,
Uh-huh.
again, I wasn't in the MLM, but I was just I like the approach, the attraction marketing, the lead with value kind of approach, which is, it's a kind of a golden rule that you live by: give and you shall receive. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So when I saw it coming across like that, I was like, okay, I like that approach. I like the branding. I like the leadership. I like the bringing value, helping people, teaching people things of that nature. So I kind of started out along that way, but I kind of like faltered a little bit. And then here, probably this is 2014, so probably 2013, I kind of got back into it a little heavy. I got connected with this guy in the program that I'm a part of right now that has made me several thousand online since I've joined in that program. But the thing that I learned also is that when you put content out there that helps people, that educates people, that train people, that shows people things that they don't know, people do gravitate toward that. So that's not a myth per se. People actually gravitate, and people read your blogs. People really get things from you. So here, make a long story short, here it was last week, I believe it was, just out of the blue, man. I seen an email come through. that I'd made, like 3 or 4 sales, boom, boom, just like back to back. It was some of the upsells that they had bought, but within a span of maybe, what, 45 minutes or so. And this is, I mean, it may not sound like a lot, but just to know that just the blog sitting there generated the income, it was like $130 or so within a span of 45 minutes or so. Just from that blog to post it, I'd made probably, I don't know, a year and a half or so ago, just from that
Right.
post. So it absolutely does work, man, and I was thrilled to see it come through, and I've had several come through like that, but it hadn't been a while. It hadn't been that long. Well, I'll put it like this: it's been a while since the blog had created an income like that. But my thing was, I guess, even from a blogging standpoint, I wasn't one that was really targeting certain keywords, which now I understand that people. I knew about uh, keyword search and keyword research and stuff like that, but I really just didn't pay too much attention because I was like just wanted to write, from my heart, what I felt, what I was going through, what I thought could help somebody, whatever. But the more I realized, especially digging into Rob's products, I
Yeah.
found that definitely need to post on purpose, and there's a reason behind keyword research that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I thought about it too because I thought about paid advertising, just sending them to a blog post. Because I figured if I didn't do keyword research, I could just use paid advertising and get them there. But then after that, it's kind of just sitting there by itself, not really doing anything. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of had the same situation. It was about a week ago. No, it was probably about 3 weeks ago. I got a I got in this company with somebody else, and their whole thing was, see, that's what I was telling you about. I was geared more towards traffic. I was getting, I know how to get traffic, and I probably got about 100. I got hundreds of leads to this one offer, and everything was, if you bring the leads, we'll do the follow up. And
Right.
to start out with, it was doing pretty good, but then afterwards, I was only getting like 2% conversions. So
Yeah.
I got, so for every 50 leads, I'll get one sign up.
Yep.
And I mean, it was terrible. But so I generated hundreds of leads to it, and I just quit messing with it because the whole thing was that they were supposed to be following up, and it just wasn't working for me. And then so out of all those leads, I got an email about 3 weeks ago that said $275 has been deposited into your account. I
There
haven't
you
messed
go.
with it for 4 months,
Yeah. So the follow, I mean, sometimes people don't buy in the first week, 2 weeks, or whatever. And I was just about to piggyback on what you said when you talked about paid advertising. I mean, from my experience, yeah, I mean, paid advertising works and it works fast. But the thing about it is, you definitely want to have some type of capture mechanism in place to grab those leads, that you pay for the traffic for. Because if I would have just sent them directly to an offer per se, or a sales page or a video sales letter or whatever, and not have no way to follow up with them, then I just basically just threw my money down the toilet, and we definitely don't want to do that. So,
Yeah, yeah,
anytime you're spending money, is we want to make sure that you capture those leads, whether it's just the email, which most marketers these days just capture the email address, but some people do name, email, and phone number, which of course
yeah,
is gonna minimize your conversions significantly.
yeah. I mean, I was getting her email and following, or the company was following up with them, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't personalized. Uh, but if you do your own, you'll get more conversions. It just wasn't personalized, is what it was. Because now that I'm not in a company no more, them leads are gone. Uh, if I would have had my own autoresponder, and then I could still be getting sales off of them today in MLSP.
Oh, I
But
see. So you were sending leads, sending traffic to their capture pages. They were getting the leads. They were following up. It's kind of like the same system that I started with here about a year or so ago. He had the capture pages, had the products in place, the follow up series in place, the funnels, upsells, downsells, all that stuff. And I guess the good news is that the leads are tagged to you. So if they decided they wanted to buy later on, you get the sale. But the downside was you had no way of being able to communicate with them. You had no way of being able to, uh, you know, send them any kind of thing, any kind of valuable content to help them had no way of of building a relationship or none of that stuff because you were sending them all to the other company. So
Right. Yeah.
I understand perfectly where you're coming from.
Yeah. So it's pretty good as long as you don't go anywhere. But
Exactly.
you like me, you don't want to be tied down to a company if you don't, if you want to leave.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I mean, I probably put close to I would, and I'm being conservative, probably close to 3,000 leads over there in that system over time, and it was like man, maybe probably 6 to 8 month time frame that I did that. Probably close to 3,000 leads, which all of them, of course, are still there. So when they follow up with them or whatever they do, I could still potentially get sales from that. But I mean, it is what it is. Learning experience, and now I know that if you're going to build online, to build your own list and do what you do on your side to create your brand in the market, so to speak.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
name of the game.
Yeah. That's like I said, I've been in a couple different companies. Well, I left MLSP and went to a different company, and I found myself coming back to MLSP to figure out how to market that company.
I see.
So I was like, well, what am I doing? I might as well just
Yeah.
come here.
And that's the whole deal, man. That's the whole deal. That's what I was telling the guy the other day. I had a guy call me from Canada, and that's amazing, man. People find my blog, and matter of fact, I had just put my phone number up on my blog to the right of my blog. I mean, within 5 minutes, I had a phone call. Yeah, man, it's just out of the blue. The guy called me from Canada, and I told him, I said, man, I said, it doesn't matter what company that because he was asking me my advice, what I thought about, my experience, what I went through, and that kind of stuff, and what would I do if I had to start all over. And I told him, I said, man, the biggest thing you can do is learn how to market. It doesn't matter what company you're a part of. It doesn't matter what service, product, opportunity you want to be a part of. You got to know how to market that. So I say,
Yep.
man, and I sent him a link to MLSP. I'm not sure if he actually, looked into it, but to me, it is the absolute best platform online to learn how to market. I mean, it's been proven over and over again. The number of people that came out of this system, the number of success stories that have come forth, people that have went on to create multiple millions in their own businesses, all got their start here from this company. So I mean, they're obviously doing something right, and it's only getting better. So I just say from an educational and training perspective, this is going to be your best bet. And that's what I was trying to explain to the guy. And hopefully, I mean, maybe later on when he got his mind together and he's ready to make something happen, that he'll look into it a little further. But it's interesting that you left and you came back. That says something.
Yeah, it's I'll tell you the truth. If there was no MLSP, there wouldn't be no Empower Network right now.
That's true because that's where David Wood come from.
Yep.
And matter of
So,
fact, there's another one. What's the guy? Moby. I think it's
oh
Moby.
yeah, MTTV. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this guy he came from MLSP as well. I mean, matter of fact, I think they saying he's doing like close to $1 million a month in that company.
Dang.
Yeah, yep. Matter of fact, Michelle is a part of that company now.
Yep, and Kate McShay's in there too.
Oh, for real?
Uh,
Okay.
yep, I just saw her. I saw her ad on it the other day, and so I clicked on it. That's what it was all about.
Yep, yep, sure is. I
So
mean, to each his own if that's what's working. But yeah, I mean, there's so many people that have created a success right here at MLSP. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get in here and dig around, and I see now, man, just the training, man, is just is top notch. And I mean, of course, you gotta if you want to take it further, you can buy some products of your own or whatever to help enhance what it is you've learned. But at the bottom, at the base of the program, the training is in place to at least give you the basics to move forward in whatever respective marketing strategy you want to utilize. So that's a
yeah,
good thing.
yeah, and it's pretty cool. Brian Fernandez, he's a mindset person. Uh,
Yeah,
if you ever have yeah, when you go to if you go to Live Your Dream, have a conversation with Brian. Just have some conversation,
yeah,
and if you just stand there and talk to him for a minute, it's like I don't know. It's like talking to somebody that So I don't know. It's like talking to Will Smith. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you would never expect to talk to him because of the level he's on. That's what Brian Finelli is in here.
Well, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. I plan to be there that Saturday and Sunday. I mean, it's my first. Matter of fact, I've been wanting to go to an event for a while, but it wasn't one as close. I'm in, like I said, I'm in Lufkin. Austin is about 3 hours or so from me, so it's a short drive, no biggie. So me and my wife, matter of fact, she's got family up there, and even though we're not gonna go visit family, but we'll probably get a hotel room up there and hang out for the weekend. May come back that following Monday or whatever. But that's my intent to go down and get as much as I can. I'm sure I'll dig around in some other things and probably uh, you know uh, uh, get attached to some things. There may even be maybe some people that we may end up doing business together later on. That's kind of one of the plans as well, to be able to connect with people that's trying to go down the same path and do some things that this is the deal, man. In the online marketing space, especially working from home, mastermind groups are important because I think a lot of times people, when they start these types of businesses, they try to do it by themselves. And they're out there online by themselves, and they feel like they're just so isolated. And that's the good thing about the MLSP and the community there, and the Facebook, and even the online deal that they have put together where everybody can come together, collaborate, talk, discuss, especially if you get into certain products that you want to buy and what have you. You can they have groups within that product that you can talk about. You can brainstorm and that kind of stuff, which I thought was pretty cool as well. So I mean, they just think about everything from a marketing standpoint. There is nothing that's missing inside of MLSP that I've seen that people can't take advantage of. I mean, everything. I mean, even from my understanding, they've got another, and I think it'll be revealed at the Live the Dream deal. Um, the funnel creator,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
capture pages, all that stuff. I mean, even now with the new prospecting platform they just put up, the CRM, customer relations management tool they just put up. I mean, just so many things that they put in place that you don't have but one place, one place to come. Lead generation, capture page, you can do it all right here.
yeah.
I mean, it's just it's a
Yeah,
one-stop shop.
it's all it's almost, well, not quite. I mean, you have to learn it, but it's almost as if you come to MLSP and fail, it's because you didn't do it. You
Right?
know. But yeah, the thing about the mastermind group is I can sit here, if I'm on myself, I can sit here and I can say online that I'm gonna do this, but I don't actually have to do it. But see, if you're in a mastermind group, and like me and you were kind of on the same level as far as lead generation goes,
Yeah.
I can say this is how many leads I generated doing this, and uh, I got better conversions doing this. And since you're doing the same thing, it'll probably work for you too, or in the same
Yeah.
thing if you get better. Uh, but since if I say that I'm gonna put a Facebook ad up and talk to this many people on Facebook, if if I don't if I come back and I haven't talked to that many people on Facebook, I'm gonna fall behind, and you don't want to fall behind. So that's what the group is to help you with.
That's right.
You want to stay with the people instead of them going and you not going.
That's right. That's right. And that's what it's about, all about. And who was that saying that about master? I was matter of fact, when I bought my Live the Dream ticket, they give you access to the other four events that they had, plus some retreats and stuff that they had. So I was able to watch some of those events, and I heard somebody talking about mastermind groups and how they were created, and how the three founders of MLSP came together. They basically created their own mastermind group, and they turn
Okay.
around and did the same thing with inside of MLSP as far as the Facebook group and the other stuff. I mean, that's powerful. I mean, when people come together with a common goal, a common vision, a common purpose, you can actually get some things done a whole lot quicker than when you're trying to do it by yourself. So that's the whole point of even me trying to. I mean, I was just reaching out to people to see where they were and see what it is that they want to do, because I know some people probably starting right about the same time I'm starting. So I just wanted to try to put together a handful of people that may want to be accountable to each other to make something happen. But the biggest thing as far as tonight, I was just trying to make sure. I picked Monday because we had this little conference deal at our church going on the week, this past weekend, and I couldn't do like yesterday. So I wanted to at least try to get it started. If it's not Monday, it could be any other day other than Wednesday for me. Uh, Maybe Sunday night is good for everybody. I'm not sure. But I had some that told me that they wasn't able to make it because they had birthday deals going on and all this kind of stuff, what have you. And that's cool. But I just wanted to, just try to figure out what was best for everybody, so we could all be on the same page, and come together and be accountable to each other from a week to week basis.
Yeah. Weekends aren't really all that good for me because my dad lives like he basically lives like 300 feet away from me, and a lot
Uh,
of times on the weekends they have family stuff, so
right.
I'll be over there. And family always comes first.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
so, but anytime during the week, except for MLSP night.
Yeah,
But
and that's what I was saying because I knew they had a lot of webinars going on pretty much on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I thought maybe people maybe wanted to look at something else, maybe Saturday or Sunday or whatever the case is. That's why I didn't know. So I just wanted to just kind of put it out there and see what will work best for everybody. I'm flexible. It doesn't matter. Mondays are fine with me. Tuesdays are fine with me. Thursdays are fine with me. Sundays are fine with me. I mean, I'm flexible, but at the same time, I know that uh, some people don't have that flexibility. So I'm definitely mindful of that.
okay, and, I was thinking, it'd probably be easier to keep up with each other if we created a group
Yeah.
for the mastermind, and that way, if you want to, I mean, we put up what we talked about and see what everybody thinks about it. Kind of like, you know, staying accountable.
Yep.
But but I was thinking, I mean, just see what you think about this. Is kind of put like a little point system on it. Maybe up to like 50 points. I'm gonna do this and this and this, and you add up your points at the end of every week. So you kind of like they did in a 100-day challenge, but just to see where you're falling behind, but so you can improve on that, and because it'll be easier to keep up with each other that way.
Man, I am open. I am wide open. I mean, this is a I'm just kickstarting. I mean, we definitely want to bring the minds together and see what's going to be best for everybody. I mean, I'm wide open. I have no problem with that. If it's a couple, three others that want to do that as well, I mean, that's great. That's awesome. But the thing with me is that, I mean, some people will say they want to do something, and some people will say they want to do something, and some people will say they want to do something and they don't do it. So, I mean, whoever wants to step in, it's like now it's just me and you. So if it's me and you to get it going or whatever, somebody else want to join later on, we can basically just set up what it is we want to set up and then go for it. And then if they want to become a part of it, they're welcome to do that as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we can do that. If you want to, we go ahead and create a group, either probably tomorrow since it's kind of late tonight.
Yeah.
But create it tomorrow and see what everybody thinks about it, and just ask everybody what they think about that. And the people that don't do it, there ain't really nothing we can do about that because
Right.
it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm going to do.
Right.
But the people that do want to do it, uh, yeah, I mean, I think that would help and just get their feedback and we kind of get a little system going.
Yeah, that'll work, man. That'll work. I've never created a group, so I mean, if you definitely want to get that started, get it kicked off, I'll be the first one to join over there.
All right, yeah, I could go ahead and I could go ahead and make it. I'm gonna go to bed. I guess when we get off the call, I'll go ahead and make it real quick and add you to it.
Okay.
And everybody else that wants to get started, you just put them in there.
That way we'll all have, because I was trying to find a thread that I was, asking people in. It's like I'm
Yeah,
searching, 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 can't find the thing. Like, okay, I just need to just go ahead and shoot the email or hit them up on Facebook and do it like that in a private message. So yeah, that was kind of a hassle trying to find that thread I posted in. But either way, yeah, that's cool, man. We can just kind of let everybody know that that group is there, and everybody can jump over there. Or you can send you can go ahead and add them all to that. I can send you the names of the people that said they want to be a part of it, and we can just kind of go from there.
all right, sounds good. I'll go ahead and do that tonight then. Yeah, it won't take but a minute. and I'll send you a message.
All right, bro. Well, that sounds like a plan, man. And you know, we can just like chit chat on and seeing once we add everybody, we can kind of see when is a good time for everybody to get back together. We can just jump back on a hangout and talk it out.
Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, man. It was good talking to you.
All right, same here, bro.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.